Hi friends, welcome to the segment Felicitation of Senior Advocates of Maharashtra. Today we have come to Aurangabad and we will be doing a felicitation of Advocate Hiralal Dongre, a very senior advocate of Aurangabad. In the process, he will be sharing with us his views, thoughts and have also a message to the juniors. Thank you.
Yes, friends, I have completed my law course on 6th December 1968 and I joined the bar immediately on next day. However, due to some hurdles, my salary came late. So I received salary on 18th April 1969. Now I am completing about 50 years. Now friends, when I joined the services, when I joined the law, I was not desirous to have probation law for the simple reason in the society there was some rumors against the advocates, like anything I can't explain here. So I started law course for additional qualification. I wanted to join state services or central services. For that I was BSc Mathematics. So I wanted to have one additional degree. That's why I completed law. During that period, I have given interview. First interview was of second lieutenant, border OT officer training unit, Calcutta. I was selected, but my brother was in police department. He asked me, "Don't go. You have to do here more job." Then, in the 1965, border security force came into existence. During that period, I applied and in 1967 I was selected. Again my brother stated, "Why you are going to border and all these things? There are several other work." Alright, Gunda. Thereafter, I tried for DYSP. I selected. Then my brother stated, "I am already police department. Why you are coming?" Alright, Gunda. Thereafter, this is 1974. I was selected as judge. My brother says, "Your practice is very good. Why you are coming? You do social work." In this way, my service remained altogether different. So, when I got service in judiciary, at that time, salary of judge was 590 only. So I calculated that it was not sufficient for me. At that time I was earning at least 700 to 800 rupees. So I have returned. I have to come and attend my old mother. So where from I bring the amount? So I have given resignation. Commission was formed. My inquiry was taken. Why you have made such statement? Thereafter, when they convinced, that salary was doubled within 3 months. So our bar was also benefited. At that time, ice cream party was provided by all Maharashtra Judicial Court to our bar. No, on this way, I have not benefited, but other judges are benefited. In this way, Your Honor, sir, we have to, in this profession, very cautious. We have to see the client who is giving us peace even by selling his landed property, bangles, Mangalsutra. So, in that circumstances, we have to see that client, poor client, interest of client you have to preserve. You have to see all these things. Now, at that time, when I joined the bar, about 100 advocates were practicing. Then, difficulty was to the junior. Nobody senior was allowing any other unknown junior to join the office. Fortunately, my brother is in police department. His friend was Shri Arunachandra Kapadia, senior advocate Aurangabad. He took me, immediately accepted me. However, that time the practice was very typical. Even the senior advocates were not allowing the sons, nephews, or their relative to argue. They were personally arguing. This was the situation, and most of the relatives and friends were relatives and close relative and our man they have to take. So far as for junior are concerned, they were not able to join in office. So this was the problem at that time. I was that problem in my mind. So when I became somewhat senior, in my office, more than 100 juniors I have prepared so far. And there are some judges, some join services, some join businesses. In this way, all are happy. Now, so far as work is concerned, so we have to see the cases in detail. Sometimes we know in this case there is no case at all. Straight based to the fact, yes, there is no case. Please don't go to even other advocate. If you want to go. So if you find there is no case at all, then what is the matter? So far as matrimonial matter is concerned, we have to compromise the matter. There is no other alternative. Compromise, no other alternative. If matter is kept in abeyance, this matter was filed at the age of 25 years, result in the Supreme Court at the age of 70 years. What is the result? So, some matter which we have to, it is our job to ask the client to have compromise, to resolve their dispute amicably. Secondly, when we appear before the court, normally we have to obey the court, you have to respect the court, you get discretion of the court, you have to obtain discretion. Unless you are lenient, unless you are sober, no court will give you discretion. So that is the one of the criteria. So far studies are concerned, for example, civil matter is concerned, we have to prepare the case plaint, immediately WS, what are the issues, then what is the evidence of plaintiff, what is the evidence of defendant, then what are the law points, then all these things on one page, that matter can be prepared. And that can be argued for day together. Now, problem at that time was that junior were not having books. Senior were not allowing to touch their hands to their books. That was the problem. And there was no some Googles and all these things. So at that time, very critical problem. So in a library, whatever matter we have to study, that much we have to study. So far as municipal courts are concerned, even in their library, no books. So that was the problem of the junior. Fortunately, now there is no problem. However, at that time, junior, advocate, and tendency of the client was altogether different. Now, everybody is adamant. Everybody is having ego. Nobody is listening to each other. Even junior advocates are thinking that we are very great. And judges who have joined the services immediately after their LLM course, they joined the service, they thought we are the super. Even they are not listening to the advocate. So in this way, we have to benefit to the client. So in this way, we have to see the matter in all respect. While doing the argument, each and every point we have to study. Unless you study the case, no case you can make out. You have to make out the case. Now, so far as civil matter is concerned, civil matter you require 80% energy. Criminal matter only 20% energy. Civil matter you have to build up the case. In a criminal matter, you have to destroy the case. Destroy. For construction of the building, it requires time. For destroying the building, it requires no time. So, in a criminal proceeding, we have to destroy the evidence of the prosecution. That is very, very easy thing. In a civil matter, we have to build up the case. Now, that case is to be built up on the basis of the document, not on the basis of oral evidence. There are so many restrictions. Oral evidence, 92 Section Evidence Act, and all these things. Who you can? There is a document. You have to restrict with the document. Recital document is sufficient. So, in this way, in a civil matter, there are restriction binding. In a criminal matter, it is the civil matter like Tanga Ghoda, Baggi Ghoda. He has to go your trial. And so far as criminal matter, race course horse. He can run away with his own speed. So this is the difference. So here, for a civil case, they have to take much care. Fortunately or unfortunately, now the juniors are preparing civil matter for the simple reason. In a criminal matter, they are afraid that criminal person will come to my house and he will catch hold my shirt and he will say what happened. So 90% advocate which at that time we stated, why you are not practicing? No, Papa, we are facing problem. Unnecessary, he will come, he will threat us, he will demand our fees back. So most of the advocates, due to afraid of those criminal, they are dealing in civil. And so far as criminal matters are concerned, very, very easy. So, in this way, we have to go with the craft. Now, so far as in my life, some circumstances so came. When I was junior, 1981, one murder was committed by one Dalit painter, president of India, all India, Mr. Gangadhar Gade, who committed murder. Then, in that case, he was involved politically, ruling party and Dalit painter. There was rift. So, here some political leader, I don't say their name, but they involved that fellow. So, in that case, there were 19 accused. They came to me. Since he was my friend, he came, his wife and other person. For alerting the case, Mr. Ramdas Athwale, the minister now, he, along with Maisaheb Ambedkar, wife of Dr. and some political leader came, Dongre, you have to solve the problem, you have to engage the advocates as per your choice and desire. At that time, what the problem? When 19 accused, 19 charge sheets we have prepared, then there were 4 criminal senior advocates. One, Mr. Loya, he was number 1 advocate. Secondly, my senior, Aurangabad. Third was Hanekar. Fourth was Bharokar. But fortunately, that case was referred to me. So in that case, 19 accused. So I have given charge sheet to all the advocates, 4 advocates, and I requested them to accept the cases, brief up the person you like. Mr. Loya accepted 5 accused. Kapades have accepted, Loya accepted 6 accused. Kapades have accepted 5 accused. Vanekar accepted 2 accused. Remaining 6 accused, I have accepted. When matter was started, the problem of the junior which I am discussing, as per the sequence, Mr. Loya was crossing first. Secondly, Aurangabad, thirdly, Janekar and fourthly me. So, my critical question, there remains no question to ask me. That I was doing. Unfortunately, what happened, when I was very young like you, so I shown my question to one of the senior, sir, I am going to put this question. And unfortunately, those questions are asked by the fellow to whom I have shown. What remained? Nothing. So at 4th junior, we have to collect something from that. So first time I have shown my answers, questions. Second time, no. That case continued we heard for 42 days. Special prosecutor Jadhav Rao, just like Ujjwal Nikam, Jadhav Rao attended the case. All the witnesses were held up in a guest house, in a lock-up area. No access. For the simple reason, these persons were accused by a very influential person. So there should not be tampering of the witnesses or hostile of the witnesses. So all the witnesses were put at guest house. Then under police protection they used to be in the court. And in such way the matter completed. During that time Mr. Ramdas Atwale was regularly coming. Myself Ambedkar twice came to me, and there was much pressure to just within 42 days I reduced my 10 pounds, 10 kilo weight. 42 days. I was so worried. So what will happen? In that case, one point was that there was name change of Marathwada University to Babasaheb Ambedkar University. So some of the politicians who were against changing of name, they involved these fellows. So those fellows were the friends of senior advocates. So unless those questions put to them, there cannot be completion of defense. So, and in that way, I was ready to put those questions to the person, political, the post in position, you will say they are linked with even Prime Minister, linked with the friends of Prime Minister. Against them I have to put question. That was the problem at Aurangabad. So I put the question. Fortunately, those advocates who were handed over the case, they are afraid of the accused and politician leader. They lose the case. By 6 accused are acquitted. One of the accused from original, rest of the accused are in the cross premises. There was hue and cry. They were searching the advocate for beating them. All the advocates ran away to their house. And I was so much taken, everybody, Dongre Sahab, Jindabad and all these things, there was problem. So I was young, very young at that time, 1981. I was very much happy. The local newspaper was covering day-to-day matter. On last day when judgment in entire Maharashtra, I was flashed in a paper along with my photo. The turning point of my life, 1981. Sir, that's why junior, you have to accept the brief and cash it. Most of the judges, their lordship Chandrachud, when I was president, I had called him for dinner. He was acting judge. And he told me some of the advocates in Mumbai were having no brief. But some of the advocates, senior advocates, had gone to foreign and they have given that brief to the juniors. And by hearing their argument, the juniors are flushed up. So in this way, you have to take chance. Junior has to take chance. When your senior is going to absent, when he is not coming, what is the critical problem? So in this way, junior has to take, don't afraid, take benefit of that case. So this is the way. Now, here, in 1992, there was Babri Masjid case. I have prepared the draft for anticipated bail of Mr. Moresha Save. In the night we thought, if you will be released on bail, you will not become popular. If you are arrested, you will be popular. So as per our advice, he was arrested and he was taken to the... So we have to do correct. He was taken from his house to airport by slogan and all these things. If you would have been given blame, so what is the problem? So we thought this is the best way. So, however, Then charge sheet, I have got that charge sheet. That charge sheet of Ayodhya Babri Masjid. In that charge sheet, I have gone through number of witnesses and number of accused. I have gone through paper and I found there is no name of Babasaheb Thackeray anywhere. There is no name of Morishar Sage. There is no name of Atal Bihari Vajpayee anywhere. I don't know, sorry. Other, there was name of Advani. Advani was there. Some other leader, Kalyan Singh was there. So, I prepared draft of discharge from Aurangabad under section 227 CRPC. I prepared draft. I handed that to Mr. Savase. He shown to the advocate there. All the advocates did call that advocate at Lucknow. I mean, this is a draft, don't worry. You go and argue the matter. Fortunately, everybody, the case was discharged. Subsequently, now it is the Supreme Court has, in the revision, they have accepted me. On the contrary, that case was discharged. So we have to take benefit of these facts. If somebody is given to you file, don't see whether I will get fees or not. Go through that pool and you create some point. Unless you show your skill, you can't become advocate. You can't stand yourself. Now, there were so many problems during that to the juniors. Fortunately, now there is no problem at all. But unfortunately, very boldly say, the juniors who are joining the services, yesterday's class 1 officer who is retired, his son becomes the advocate. On the first day, he brings car costing more than 12 lakhs and his income is shown lakhs of rupees. That black money to convert into white money. This is the practice. Several advocates are coming in that way. And what their tendency is to loot the client, to extract the amount and all these things. But like you or me or ordinary, you will say no, you have to do justice. But they are afraid the money, against the money. And nowadays very, very critical days are going on for junior also and senior also. These are the problems created by our advocate itself. Now so far as these circumstances, government servant, as soon as they retire, they are obtaining salary, they are joining. So young boys remain idle. They are coming with good dress, car and all these things, they are creating impression. So what about the juniors? This is a tragedy. And even client do not know. Client is not interested in such. Client is saying, no, what is good advocate, what is personality, what you want. Sometime problem come, what is the make of your mobile? One client came to me and he told, sir, aapke paas, you are having you. In my tenure, I have conducted more than 1,000 cases like murder, rape, dacoity, that 306 dowry death, all these things such as accident, theft, outrage of body shirts, more than 1,000 cases. And you will surprise. And I challenge the person with which somebody challenge me or to show me record. Out of 1,000, only 30 cases are convicted in my life. There is record of cases, 30% cases are convicted. Elder advocates, 30% cases are convicted. Now, there is record, you verify. One case, Gangadhar Gade matter case, my accuser released. Then Mr. Jathmalani was given that case. Jathmalani called me, but I was so much busy here in Aurangabad. You will surprise, Aurangabad district 60% session cases, murder cases are with me, were with me, and 40% with other advocates. Wow. That was the situation. And I was having a number of advocates with me. At least 15 to 14 advocates are behind me to follow me. So this was my practice. Then Mr. Ram Jatmalani called me, so I could not go. He sent his daughter Rani Jatmalani to my office, and she told, why this question you have put? That is the question pertaining to politician and that political leader who involved this fellow. That's why, on account of those political leaders, these poor persons are involved. That's why we are, oh, very good. That is our point, and all the accused are acquitted. So here we have to study the case. In every case, you say, any case, I will show you points that it will be acquitted. Even murder case of 10% have seen that murder, but some there are like police are so useless. Their investigation is very poor, very poor, one-sided investigation. So we are taking benefit of those police. And secondly, our prosecutor are so much ideal, they don't study the matter. They used to come and start the case. So we have to take benefit of this fact. No, I am that good. No, I am not going to engage. On the basis of mobile, they are engaging you. On the basis of car, which car you are holding, they are engaging you. On the basis of bangla, they are engaging. They are not looking after the books and all these things. So this is the tendency. In such circumstances, in such scenario, we have to pass out. Junior has to see all these things. The problems are much. So we have to find out the way. Don't be afraid. Most of the juniors come to me, sir, I am very much frustrated. Don't become frustrated. Matter will come. We have to help them. Senior advocate, we have to help them. Junior have to have a relation with the senior advocate. Sir, if you have any problem, I will help you. I will go to, if you are there, I will adjourn the matter. I will do this. So junior has to create themselves with the relation with the senior. They have to say, sir, may I help you? So he will also say, yes, go, and he will give some money to you. So here, for the person who are on merit, this is the problem. Those who have no merits, those who have much of amount there is no problem. I say very boldly, 60% persons are of rich from their own field, and now other persons are struggling. Most are struggling, and in that struggle, normally, now their Lordship Justice Chandrachud, he shown his life. What life? Mr. Dongre, we have what much salary to us? How we manage all this thing? Now I will tell the story. Nani Kalkiwala. He called me in one dinner. So he came to Aurangabad. I had called him when I was president in Distributors. He called, bring 10 advocates. I just put one question to you. Sir, your experience of your practice and studies. Oh, Mr. Dongre, though I am Percy, though I am from Mumbai, my family was required 18 rupees per day for bread and butter. So, unless my father is washerman, so unless he get 18 rupees, he is not going to provide me above amount. So, unfortunately, I lost the examination on non-account of payment of fees and examination charge. Then what is the problem? So, still delay, I went to the Ghoda race, horse race, as a bookie. I started my work part-time and I have completed my education. Now, furthermore, now you have to say, I am accepting the brief of this fellow. I am charging such and such amount, near about 1 lakh at that time. He told, I am accepting this amount. and I used to take amount by check. Then, if I personally argue that matter, that check is converted into cash myself. If my juniors cut off that case, so I take charges of junior 30,000 and remaining check I used to return. Whether this is trained at this present, so that fellow, Nani Palki wala, then he used to argue the matter. All the judges were looking after the books. He was standing, and all the larger bench, all advocates judges having books, and they used to read the law, and he was just tackling those judges very easily. So this was his practice, and this was his thing. Then Mr. Harish Salve, whether you will believe, he was advocate at Mumbai. Now what is his height? He was practicing at Mumbai. I was providing him some revision and criminal appeal, and that too in very, very reasonable fees. And he was so helpful to the client. Oh, so helpful. Now he is earning lakhs of crores of rupees. So from beginning he was what he was. Very, very junior. He obtained brief of poor person, though he was from very rich family. NKP Salve, Central Minister. His uncle was Justice Salve here. However, he wanted to stand on his own leg. So he has studied all this and he improved himself. He is so high. He is number one advocate for the reason he has studied. He has created his ground. He has created his own field. So we have to see all these things. Just Harish Salveji, then Kanani Palkiwala, their Lordship Justice Chandrachud. We have to see all these things. They have struggled some life. And now ultimately they become big advocates and all these things. So junior has to take much efforts unless the efforts. Now so far as the pendency of the cases is concerned, it is, I very boldly say, all are equally responsible. Advocate, judges. When Aurangabad bench started here, one question was put by Lokmat Times, Lokmat paper, that journalist, what is your opinion about the formation of bench here? 10 years are going, what is it? I told him, I am against the bench. Somebody is making hue and cry, Supreme Court benches. I am most against formation of bench for the simple reason. Here I very specifically answered. Number of cases unnecessarily pending. What sort of cases? Unnecessary pending. And there is bulk of an infructuous matter and unnecessary cases. If those cases are removed from the board, very less number. So cognizance was taken by Chief Justice of Mumbai, Bombay High Court. He called Mr. Bhakta Advocate High Court. What this fellow told, whether we have to take action against him or contempt of court on this thing, or what? No, sir. He is senior advocate. Some base, unless some base, he will not say. And when Mr. Bhakta seen all this thing, just he told me, what are the problems? Infructuous matter. Suppose example, my friend Mr. Save, his mayorship was challenged. He was mayor for 1 year. Matter was closed, but file is still paid. Jilla Parishad election, 1 year passed. In such way, thousands of cases infructuous, but they are pending. Municipal council, corporator, Jilla Parishad member, all these cases, their period has been completed. Despite of that, there is pendency. So that matter, when he is told, thousands of cases I have thrown away, Mr. Judge Bagga state. So in this way, somebody has to say. So far as discipline is concerned, I have instructed my all advocates, you come on uniform. white dress, black coat, shoe, no tie. You have to come in proper dress. When you will not come in proper dress, you should not come in on my table. And I very boldly say, I used to ask the judges, principal district judge, you have wear the tie, please change the tie and then come to the dais. This much discipline you have to also object. If you are going on white pant, white shirt, black trouser, coat here, whether you can having both to say all these things. So advocate has to maintain decorum of the court. They have to maintain the dignity of ourselves. They have to maintain uniform. So it is upon us. We have to maintain all these things. Unless you yourself maintain dignity, how you can tell him? So none of the judges come without uniform. Now, if you are coming in the court, come with the uniform. So in this way, we have to do. So nowadays, the juniors are facing problem to which seniors, my request is the senior have to help them. They have to provide some money. I have gone through several juniors of my senior brothers. Everybody said we are not providing single money to juniors. But you can boldly ask here. I used to pay the amount to junior monthly and even their day-to-day use, day-to-day expenses. So we have to see all these things. Unless seniors some help, they will not stand on their own leg. So in such circumstances, we have to look after to the senior or junior also. The senior has to look after the juniors. In this way, now, so far as pendency of case is concerned, the Lordship Justice Bhagwati started Lok Adalat. There are a number of cases we have settled in Lok Adalat. Now there is a mediation center. And yesterday, that ADR system, alternate dispute resolution, that arbitration, then mediation, so far as these systems, if change, then there are chances to have work to the juniors. Now they are providing cases to the retired High Court judges, arbitration. They have to provide these cases to the senior advocate of the session court or High Court. Then, so far as advocate judges are concerned, you are appointing again the retired judges. You have to appoint senior advocates. You will get job. So far as junior judges, advocates are concerned, they have to provide with the commission, all this thing. Unless all machinery help each other, how the problem will be solved? Mediation is there, then judicial. While filing the suit, there are a number of problems. You have to scrutinize the matter. Earlier days when we were practicing, the file was to send court of the clerk. There was no register. He was reading all papers. Then he was telling court fees time is less, jurisdiction is proper, unnecessary involvement of the defendant. He used to write note, and unless that note is removed, that case is not going to be registered. Nowadays, neither the staff know what the document is to be there, neither the judge. Yes, signature. Judges issue process just like they thought it is a matter under section 138 and issue process under section 354, 498A, all these things. Unless they say so, they are not even going to read the file. Earlier judges were reading the file. So now it is the brothers, it is our responsibility to have cautiously see the matter, cautiously see the cases, and to save the clients and save ourselves also. So, how much better? Thank you.